A lot.
Oh, that's not fair.
Shortstop
A
number
whole
12,
lot.
Jake
That's
Lemmerman.
not a fair question.
A whole lot more than I can express.
I feel it for you. What would it be like?
How big a part of your life is the stadium, the ballpark?
It was pretty much life, and then now it's not at all. I mean, I've been throwing and hitting and running and getting back in shape, but it hasn't been for the last 6 months until like the last month, it's been nothing.
Shot.
Growing up, it was life growing up. I mean, I've traveled every weekend to played during the week. Baseball was my life, my parents' life, and my brother and my sister's life because they traveled with us too. So
Center fielder number 27.
it was weird.
Will
It was weird going from it
Burns.
was every day growing up until now it's not at all. So
How big a part of your identity
see, that's kind of part of the thing that got me in trouble with playing here was I never really got caught up in the whole I'm an athlete thing. I didn't consume myself and hang out with just other athletes or telling people I was an athlete or I mean I didn't really care that much that I was an athlete. I mean that just didn't make me feel like I was any different than anybody else. I mean I enjoyed being an athlete, playing a sport because it gave me something to do and that's what I love to do, but I mean growing up my parents always instilled in me that playing baseball is not who you are as a person. I mean that's just something that you do and something that you love. So being an athlete here was not, I mean it was part of my identity because that's what I did, but it had nothing to do with who I thought I was as a person.
And Coach Fox seemed to pick up on.
Don't feel any different on it now either. I mean I feel the same way. It was something that I did. It was something that I loved and something that I love to do, but I mean I don't feel any different now as a person than I did when I was playing baseball here, and don't feel any different now than I did being on scholarship here as I pay for my own school now. So I mean that makes no difference to me as of who I am.
You found other outlets for your athletic.
Right. Oh, yep.
What do you do?
Just intramural sports, and then we were talking about it earlier. Long drive golf is something that I got into when I was younger, and that's probably what I'll end up doing more than likely, more than anything athletically is long drive golf. But I would just love to just give baseball one more shot.
You need to
No
play
matter.
football.
Or play football. That'd be fun too, but I don't know if that'll happen.
It's more something you do than someone you are.
Exactly. It is sports to me are something that I do because that's what I enjoy doing, but it has nothing to do with who I am.
You mentioned you're here paying your own way. How much difference is that?
It's not that. When I say I pay my own way, I mean my parents pay my way. But
As far as playing baseball, you had a scholarship.
I mean there is a big difference in that. But I mean to me, I didn't really see any big part of that. I mean it makes a difference to my parents, and I kind of feel bad for them. But my dad has not said anything to me about that being any big problem, or I mean he understands what happened, but I mean it's definitely changed more for them than it is for me. So it's definitely different, and it's kind of weird when people ask you, are you still playing baseball, are you still this and that, and that makes things a little awkward, but really that's no different than it was.
Coming back here is awkward.
Do it?
Is it awkward coming back here?
coming back here is awesome.
Very awesome.
Like right now? Yeah. Oh, not really awkward. It's just
When you bump into people,
bumping into people is awkward. Talking to people is awkward. But I mean, being here is not awkward. I feel more normal on a baseball field than anywhere else. I mean, the scenario that I'm in makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but I feel normal, just a little uncomfortable.
you can sneak out.
What?
You can sneak out anytime you want. Try to
Whenever, dude.
get out unnoticed.
Whenever y'all want to go.
We owe you.
What?
We owe you big time. You're a big favor.
Y'all are fine. This was fine. I mean, it was really awkward. That's, you know me. Awkward doesn't faze me. I'm pretty much the king of that.
Said worse.
More awkward, it's a lot worse, man. There's been a lot worse situations.
I know.
We don't talk about that.
I mean, has there been situations similar to yours, like anyone you know? I mean, was there anybody else that for some reason?
Oh yeah, there's been 3 or 4 people in the 2.5 years I've been here or the 2 years I've been here that have had the same scenario happen. And wow.
So it's just a very common thing that happens.
Yeah, I mean that's what we were talking about in the car. I mean, you're gonna over-recruit. That's the way it happens. I mean, baseball is going to be the worst too because you're giving 11 scholarships for 35 people. I mean, you're not going to have. That's not enough. And you're not scholarships for baseball. There's just not enough funding for it. But
so it only makes sense. It's necessary to over-recruit.
I mean, it is necessary to over-recruit because with the draft, you're going to lose some guys, and if you don't over-recruit, then you're going to be stuck with those guys. You're just going to feel like you don't have a team that you could. So it's always going to happen. Some people are going to get the raw scholarship taken away, or have to be a recruited walk-on, or have to get cut. I mean, it's going to happen.
What do you feel? You feel a lot of resentment when you see Coach Fox? When you see him out there on the field?
I don't have any. There's really not any negativity towards them. It's more of
It's just the way it is.
and this is what happened, and I miss it. And there's not much I can do to change it other than if I want to try again. And that's my only opportunity, is if I want to try again. And that means I have to put in the effort and the work to do that. So, I mean, there's no resentment or negativity towards them. It's just being here like this just makes me feel like, okay, if this is really what I want, I need to put in the effort to make it again.